Hello my thrifty shoppers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. I go by Shop with Ness on all social media platforms. I'm an online reseller. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari. So if you're interested in reseller content, please like and subscribe. So, doing another haul. This one's from my favorite local thrift store. This was from last week, the week before. It's been a while. I spent $117 for 22 items. I did pay up for 2 items. One was a Tory Burch sandal, which I paid $12.21. Kind of high, probably shouldn't have got that, but it was half off. The $12 was the half off price. A pair of Brooks. I know I probably shouldn't have got those. Same thing, I spent $12.21. And a Coach pretty beat up bag. I spent another $12. Probably shouldn't have bought that one either. So everything I paid up for, I probably shouldn't have bought. But it's here now. We'll still make a profit. The Brooks and the Coach need a little bit of work. The Tory Burch sandals are in great condition. So hopefully, they'll flip quick. So once you take out the paid up items, I paid $4.30. So we're going to start with, of course, the things that I bought for myself. There's never going to be a thrift haul that I didn't buy myself or my family or my household something, because I'm a thrifter, so that's what I do. So let's see. I bought a couple of kitchen items. I bought this strainer. It's a little crusty, but for someone just didn't use an SOS pad on it. It cleans right up. It's a nice brand, like Lagastina. I looked it up. People have them listed kind of high. There was only a couple of the strainers listed, but I'm trying to get rid of, not all, but some of my plastic items. The whole microplastic things got me just a little scared. So I got the strainer. This was $9.98, but it was half off. So I paid $5 for a stainless steel strainer. I have this thing for vintage. Never seen anything like this. So it's a casserole dish holder that expands. So you can, I'm going to probably make lasagna this week. So I'll put my lasagna dish so it doesn't sit on the counter. And it's just, it was like $2. And I bought this pillow, which was $4.98, but it was half off. I'm working on redoing my backyard with a gazebo and redoing the cushions and stuff. So this is a nice quality pillow, but I have another cover that I'm gonna probably put over it. But for $2.50, you can't buy anything for $2.50 anymore, but at the thrift store. And I bought this vintage. Now I've seen this clock probably a month ago at the thrift store, and I was going to buy it then, but I didn't. I'm not quite sure on the brand, but it has a thermostat and a clock, I think. I don't know. No, it's not a clock. I'm not even quite sure what it is. But I've decided that I'm going to do a vintage wood clock wall in my living room. So I'm going to add this to it. And then I'll show you, this wasn't included in this haul, but they're thrifted. And I'll just include them in this video. So I bought this at an estate sale a couple weekends ago. It's a Seth Thompson vintage wood and brass wall clock. In nice condition. I think I paid, it was either $10 or $15. I bought quite a few vintage MCM style things from that estate sales. Old Tupperware, a couple of those brass lights that you touch with the glass panels. I might sell one. I want to keep one. But this is what started the whole vintage clock wall. This is another Seth Thomas wood and brass vintage clock. I have a post on my Instagram this clock is probably selling on Etsy for around $200 to $300, and I paid $6.98 for it. What a steal. But at first I was like, I'm going to sell it, but I love it so much. And you can turn these to make the design a little bit different. It's so nice. So I'm going to clean it up, and I'm going to make a vintage wood and brass wall in my living room. Hopefully I get to it sometime soon. Who knows? But we'll get into the rest of the haul. So, one of the items I paid up for is this little nylon mini Coach bag. Now this thing feels greasy. I don't know where in the world this thing was stored at, but I'm hoping I can just take off the straps and wash it. Maybe even soak it in OxyClean. But these sell for like $60 to $80 online. It's a maroon color, but it's coming off a little black because it is so dirty. This is a hobo cream shoulder bag. It could be a crossbody bag, but it's leather cream. Really nice. It's in like new condition. It doesn't even look like it's been worn. And this is a Tignanello. I can never say that brand name right. But I saw this bag a couple weeks ago. They had it priced at $24. Not paying $24. But I did pay the half off, $12. But it's a one strap leather backpack. It's just really nice leather. The brand, I did sell the blue one I hauled maybe a month or two ago, and it sold for like $25, $30. So it still sells. It's just not a fast seller. Well, obviously it's fast since I sold mine. I don't know. You just got to look up comps. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This is a Wokal bra kind of bustier cream. Nice condition. This was only a couple of dollars. That's why I picked it up. I can't really figure out the size. It says you bust 84, bust 98. So there's probably a size chart somewhere that I can look up and figure out the size when I post it. So of course, everything else is shoes. So you come here to see my shoe haul, because that's what I like to sell is shoes. So what were these? They're black leather, tall, kind of calf high, square toe boots. Oh, Eddie Bauer. Never knew Eddie Bauer. These are vintage, made in Italy. I believe they're a size 6. It says wide leg. So that's good. But they're they've got the, let me show you. So it's got the square toe, the square block heel. It's mid calf. Oh, it's kind of calf right below the knee. Nice condition. I'll just put a little stuffing in it. I don't even worry about cleaning off the soles because it's going to get dirty. So as long as the leather is in good condition, I'll put some leather conditioner on it and post them. Let's see. Got another pair of boots. These are, what brand? Bionic. They're the Tinley, size 8. They're black suede with a faux buckle on the side. A block heel. Really nice condition. I've already taken all the price tags off, but the cost of goods that I put will be $4.30 because I average out my cost of goods except for the items I paid up for. These are just super cute. I've sold this brand before. Of course, I'm not going to be able to say it. It's a French. Louis et Tissy. Louis et Tissy. Louisetcie. You see, I only took Spanish 2 years and I barely passed. So these are some leopard cheetah print, calf hair, heel, ankle heels, peep toe. Super cute. Little tiny things. Oh, these are a size 4. May take a while. May sell quick because they are a size 4 and that's a hard shoe size to find. So we'll see. I usually pick up all sizes just because I know how it is. I wear a size 12 and people are always saying, oh, it's a hard sale, but I'm always looking for cute size 12 shoes in good quality. I just bought a pair of Lucky Brand ankle boots today. Don't need them. They were on sale for $25, but they were a size 12. They're mine. So these are a pair of Dansko tan strappy sandal in great condition. These are a size 39. Here's another pair of sandals. These are Allegria. So red is really popular and trendy now. This is a cheetah leopard print. I never know which one, so I put both in my title. They're size 37. They are leather. Sandals, great for the season. Let's see. These are a pair of Mephistos ankle comfort shoes, comfort ankle boots, leather, kind of witchy, a little bit of a square toe. They're size 6.5, made in Portugal. Here's a pair of native little kids water shoes, slip-on water shoes. I buy these all the time. The thrift store only usually posts these or asks 95 cents to $1.98 for these. And they always sell for at least 20 to 25, sometimes 30. So I'll put them through the wash at first, and if I need to, I'll use a magic eraser and they clean right up. You just make sure, I don't dry any of my shoes, but you make sure you don't dry these. They will be ruined. These are a size 8. Here's a pair of Ariat clogs. They're black with a little brown accent leather. A little bit of a wedge heel, a little bit. They're a size 8.5. There's a pair of Columbia boots. These are a women's size 6.5. They have these in the kids section. They're a tan suede hiking boot. They do, I mean, there is some discoloration. I'll probably use, I forget the name of it, some suede cleaner on it just to even out the color since it's not, you know, the big contrast. But they're waterproof Columbia hiking boots. Then, oh, here goes the pair of Tory Burch that I paid up for. They're a blue leather thong sandal with the bow and gold detail. Really cute, nice condition. They're a size 10. Very little signs of wear. So, I can't remember if I looked up comps for those. I just like Tory Burch. I just bought myself 2 pairs of Tory Burch sandals on Mercari because they were a size 13. This is a pair of J. Crew, kind of tapestry, velvet, black, cream, and gray flats with a leather sole. And these are a size 8.5. Now I probably shouldn't have got these ones. They were pretty cheap. I just thought the vintage Sketcher style, kind of a moccasin with a thick tongue and the thick sole. The comps didn't look that great. It is real leather, so it's a real suede top. They are size 7 in men's. Let's see. I got a pair of Red Wings. Haven't seen this style on red. Usually it's just boots. Maybe even cowboy boots in Red Wings, but I've never seen penny loafers. So they're a reddish brown penny loafer. It's a steel toe. So I guess it's for the boss at the work site. I don't know. So they're made in the USA. They're a size 8.5 2E. So it's an extra, extra wide. Nice condition. So, of course, I'll put some leather conditioner, Dr. Wonder Balsam too, to shine them up a little bit. There's a pair of men's Keens blue strappy water shoes. I just sold, no, it was a pair of Chacos I sold today. But I used to pick up Keens all the time and they would sell. They're a slow seller now, but these are in nice condition and they're a men's size 11.5. Just a few more and then we'll be done. Oh, I didn't clean the price tag off of this one. So this is a pair of Crocs rubber flat slip-ons. They're a size 10. So I paid $7.50, $7.25 for these. They were $14.46. They were half off. These simple Crocs, when they're not the traditional, I don't know what the other one's called, the ones that all the kids are wearing. When it's not that style, Crocs sell well, like sandals and these flats. It's crazy. Now, I was debating on these two. They're a little worn. They've got a little damage on the toe. You know, of course, I'm going to disclose that. But they're a pair of Nike indoor soccer shoes. And I usually do very well with the Nike Tempos. That's what they're called. And these are a size 10. So it's a great size. I'll clean them up a little bit and, you know, just show the, you know, the flaws. And then the last two pairs. This is the other item that I paid up for. These are a pair of Brooks. They're pretty dingy. So I'm hoping I can put them in a wash and they'll clean up. These may need to soak in some OxyClean. I probably should have left these for $12, but I didn't. They're the Brooks Levitate 3. And I think they're a woman's size 9. The size tag is worn that you can barely see it. But the Euro size is 39. So I think it's either an 8 or a 9. I looked it up, put it on my spreadsheet. But the insoles look barely even worn. The soles look barely even worn. They're just a little dirty and dusty. And then the last pair is a pair of FootJoy black leather men's golf shoes. And these are the Helix. And they are men's size 12. So these are great for the season. Men's, the cleats, the spikes, not cleats, the spikes are in good condition. So yeah, that was a short and sweet haul. So Let me know what you think. Let me know what goodies you guys found this week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.